Hello everybody. Today I'd like to do some work on this elm. It's English elm. So let's zoom in and let's start the work. The little elm is doing well. So it is time to do a first little directional pruning. And it is also time to remove the wire, which is something that I will do off camera. Then we need this branch, and I need to trim back some of the longer stuff. And I need really to get rid of the wires, because it's going to bite in really quick, and then it's a disaster, because you cannot undo that. So quick trim, and then removing the wire off camera, because putting wire on is somehow interesting, because you see the tree take shape, but undoing it, that's really boring. Okay, so yeah, I think it starts to look like a tree. Quite happy with the decisions that I made. It's not bad that dead wood here, and then this branch that is covering up a little, and then we have a nice back portion, side portion. The top is interesting, and we already have a little formation of a pad. I wonder if I can reduce it back even more, so that it opens up more to the back. So that's my. Of course, now there's a gap here, but that will fill up. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to unwire this, and then we'll see next video how this tree does. So, like all the trees in my collection, this elm also suffered quite a bit this summer. It was warm, it was dry, it was too warm, and well, way too dry. But a few good things happened too. So, for example, you can surely see here a good part of callousing. Also here, that means that the live vein is well established here, but not from this point. So I think there is some more dieback here. And when I peel back some of this trunk here, it's obvious that there is more, but I'm not going to peel that away right now, because well, it will rot away for a little more during the winter, and then it will be easier in spring, and when the tree recovers, it's going to be much easier for the cambium here to roll over. So that's what I'm going to wait for. But yeah, I'm in a little bit of a, I don't know. You see, this was supposed to be a little branch just to hide the front here of the tree. And well, it grew very strong. And then this one also grew, and the wire is almost inside of it now, so I don't like that. And when I look at this tree now, I'm not sure about the front anymore. So this is not bad as a front too. Because you have the curve here, and then you have the nice deadwood, which is a feature, of course, and the roots are acceptable, but not that good. When I look at the tree from this side, it's not bad either, but this fork is a little too roundish, I don't know. And you don't see the deadwood, which is a shame, because I like it. And then you have the impression there is some reverse taper here. So No, 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 no. So I'm coming back to my original front here, and maybe the front should be a little more like this, I don't know, could be. But then of course this branch is not needed. And then we have this big branch here in the back, which is, well, way too big. Now, I really mean this. I really don't know what to do. I could bring this branch down, like so, and then it will not be as high as the apex. That's a possibility. And it's going to help making this part here in the back a little stronger. And then I think that I need to bring the apex right above the trunk in time. So I mean, it can go this way and this way and this way and this way, back and forth, but in the end, yeah. And this crosses the trunk completely. So I think I'm going to remove this branch and work with what I have left then. So I'm going to get some branch cutters and I'll be back. So because this is a rather small branch, I'm going to use these small knob cutters, like so. And then clean this up close to the trunk, and that will work. So let's have a look now. Well, it's definitely better. I have this interesting branch here that I might remove in the future, because it's not doing a whole lot. And I could bring this branch back, but then I think that I don't need it. I'm just going to get rid of that. I have a better branch here. And I'll clean this up just a little also. And that makes this portion of the tree quite interesting. So we have a strong leader that I must let grow. And we'll see about the branches in the back. Now the first little problem, well, it's not a little problem, it's the biting in of this wire here. So I'm going to remove this. And I don't necessarily want to keep this wire, but if you undo it, it's less of a problem for the tree. Luckily, here I wrapped the trunk in raffia, so I don't think I'm going to have any biting in here. I could check, so I'm going to quickly undo this. So almost there. Now I think that there's no damage, which is very nice, but I also think that the constriction of this part stopped the main trunk from growing, which is, well, not great, but not a big disaster, of course. Now we are in a perfect season to do some wiring now, so I think that I'm going to bring this branch. Can do two things: lift this back portion up, or get it down and flat, and use what I have here to form already the beginning of a quite nice crown, so I think I'm going to go with that. So I'll anchor this this wire, sorry. Now I'm going to take a complete new piece of wire and also wire the one in the back. So I'll be right back again. So I'm going to try to push this branch a little more like there and then bring it slowly over again. So I'm going to do a little twist here, and I don't want to break it, so I need to hold this quite firmly, and I work my way up to here. Now I want this to go that way, so I'm wiring in the right direction. I think I explained that already. It's quite an important thing. You have to wire in the right direction. If you want to turn the branch like this, you have to wire in that direction. So from the wire must come from the bottom and then over, so that when you turn it, it gives that extra pressure. So I also want to turn this a little more like that, so I need to keep the same direction. So this will help, I think. Okay, so first of all, the branch in the back should be a little more in the back, and then I can use this portion as a side branch. So bring this a little more like here. This could be wired up, but it's very small, so I'm going to keep it that way. I could wire it later, but that's, I think, better now. I mean, it looks the same, but when you look where it emerges, it's not here, it's there. So that's much better. So, and I will turn this like so. And of course, this huge portion here can go. I have a branch growing straight down, don't want that. And here I have a good shoot, so I'll keep that one. This is a very strong branch here. And here I have a very small one, but it's kind of weak, so I'm a little bit reluctant. So I'll chop it off here. Let me see. Well, this starts to look like a tree, like a very young tree, I admit, but so some directional pruning here. Next shoot will be here. Let me see. I don't think this twig is going to do a whole lot right in the fork. That's what you don't want. Okay. Do I need this one here under? I mean this one. I don't think, but of course I have now one under and one up, and by turning this I have two side branches, which is very good. Yeah, but now this one is pointing down and I don't need that, and I will shorten this directional pruning, so one leaf here. Do I have, well, I have buds here, you see the little black ones, so that's good. And I don't need this branch here. So this one I'm going to keep, should become a little stronger. And I will reduce this one up to here. Yeah. Now, for the apex, what do I have here? So I still think that this is the best front. And I think that if I get this branch over here, it's becoming obvious that one of these two are the apex. So I have to choose. If I take this one, I can use this one as a side branch, which is not a bad idea if I wire it in this position. So I'm going to get a little piece of wire, not too thick. So I have a nice leftover here. And I'm going to measure this. It's going to be something like that, and something like that, and something like that. Yeah, this is a little too long because I intend to cut back a piece of this. There's no use wiring a branch that you're going to cut off in the coming minutes. And as you see, the autumn is well on its way here in Belgium. So you touch some leaves and they fall down. Well, that's what's autumn all about. So I did not anchor the wire, I'm just keeping it quite firmly between my fingers. And now I will finish this on this branch. Like so. And this is going to be the apex, so I could wire it and give it a little shape, but I don't want to do that because I want this part of the trunk to grow as fast as possible. So this is supposed to become the side branch, and let's give it a little movement. Always up. And out and up. Same here. I could take it to the side, but I think I'm going to take it a little more to the front, like so, because here I have a little leaf. That means that I will probably have a bud coming opening here, and I also have this one that can fill up the space here. Maybe give this one a little direction, just slightly. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit, like so. It's well anchored. That changes the view. Okay, I still have a little snips to give here, so this is definitely too long. Here I don't want it to extend too much, so I'm just going to remove the terminal bud. Same here and same here in the back. I have a little bud here which is very well placed, so if this grows, I won't need that. And I also have the feeling that this could be wired like so, or just reduced a little, that I only keep the branch growing up, which I will do, and remove the terminal bud. So this is the direction that it's gonna grow in. Okay, well, let me see on the camera. So yes, I kinda like it, but there's just a little problem, I think. If you see this main trunk and then you see this one in the back, the distance between them, it looks like they're closing in. So I think I'd rather have this one a little more that way. And that means that this one should come here, or should be reduced, which is also a possibility, reduced just to this small branch, and then I won't need anything at all here, and probably this branch will be removed completely, because I need this tree to be a little taller. I think that I might like this tree to become something up to here, which is going to be better. Yeah, so a little cleanup of the surface now. So there is not a whole lot to do. There's some old moss, some bad dead moss, and a little bit too much soil everywhere. So I'm going to just remove the soil where I don't want it and get it back over the roots, in order to give it some protection in the winter. Well, winter is not yet here. We have temperatures up to 18 degrees Celsius this week, so yeah, but it can change very quickly. The beginning of September was cold, now it's the beginning of October and it's warmer. Okay, so I'd like to feel, well, it's still wiggling, but I think that it did well. It's not due for a repot, of course, because it was just repotted, but the whole root ball can come out in one piece, so that's good. That means that this tree is going to grow very vigorously next year. I think that's good. Okay. And so this is the result of the wiring and trimming just before the winter of this little English elm. So I'll give you a quick 360. This is the front, this is the side, the back, the other side, and you can see that we have a good depth here in the back. And then we have this nice front here again. So maybe if I repot it, I might just go to this side a little more, just ever so slightly, so that it opens up the two trunks, because I can go on and put it like this. Then you lose the movement of the trunk. So it might become something like this, which is also very good. But at this moment, that's gonna be the front. So I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.